Fibroids can cause early menopause, all right, as well as perimenopausal symptoms at an early age. Let me tell you why. So when you have fibroids, you have to understand, I always say, look at the background, right? When you have fibroids, there's a lot going on in the body. You're dealing with hormonal imbalances, you're dealing with blocked elimination pathways in the body, right? You're dealing with the lymphatic system that's not working the way it's supposed to, liver and kidneys that's not functioning the way they're supposed to filter out the toxins, right? So when you have fibroids, you're dealing with a hormonal imbalance called estrogen dominance, okay? So this is an indicator. It causes not only early menstruation in little girls, it also causes early menopause, for you to get menopause much earlier than you're supposed to. That's why a lot of women are getting menopause in their 30s and 40s now, okay? And it is like an epidemic now. That was unheard of before. If women that are falling into natural menopause, which doesn't include perimenopausal symptoms, which does not include symptoms, natural menopause does not include symptoms, it doesn't. So hot flashes and all those things, those are hormonal imbalances. So natural menopause that occurs at a later age, right, 60s, 70s, naturally, with no side effects. Just, you're gonna notice, of course, your period stops, right? When it comes to that, it does not include perimenopause. It does not include 2 to 10 years of all these symptoms building up, okay? So this hormone imbalance that you have when you have fibroids, right, will cause, for a lot of women, the early onset of menopause. And for you to experience years of suffering before it gets to that point. And what you don't understand is that's not an age thing. It is due to your health. It is due to your hormonal balance. It is due to your digestive health. It's due to the health of your organs, the health of your liver, okay? I want you to stop looking at it as I'm 35 or I'm 40, this is why I'm experiencing perimenopause. No, it's because your body, you're dealing with hormonal imbalances that you have not addressed. So understand when your body is showing you signs of toxicity, okay? And stop trying to label it with some type of, medical term. These medical terms were created, okay? The reason why perimenopause was created because it's a great marketing tool in order to get you guys to be on hormones, fake hormones for the rest of your life, or for years and years on end, okay? Instead of actually getting your organs healthy, your body healthy in order to produce the right amount of hormones, okay? So understand that your body is very capable of doing what it's supposed to do. When you force yourself into early menopause, right, it's a risk factor for estrogen dominant cancers, okay, risk factor for cardiovascular issues, right, and many more other health issues, okay, it's coming down the line. And we know that fibroids do not go away with menopause. Postmenopausal fibroids are at an all-time high, okay? There are women bleeding profusely in their 60s due to fibroids, okay? So I want you to listen and listen up clearly. If let's say you've got your first period before 14, let's say that, right? Because back in the day, 100 years ago, 50 years ago, nobody was getting a period at 8, 9, and 10, okay? You have to understand what is toxicity in the body. And yes, it does start young because a lot of mothers are passing it along to their children, right? And this is where estrogen dominance is where a whole host of health issues come about. So when you get menstruation early, when you have your first period early, you're a higher risk to have horrible cycles. You're at higher risk to have PCOS, fibroids, infertility, all of these reproductive health issues, okay? Unless you address it naturally, which most people don't. And that's why a lot of people, after having their cycle early, develop all these health conditions, okay? And then the worst part is that instead of actually addressing this naturally, doctors were putting little girls on birth control, making it 10 times worse. So it's even more of a hormonal disaster going on in the body, okay? So understand this, when you live your life that way, when you have these fibroids, these PCOS, these reproductive health conditions, and you don't address them naturally, you don't get to the root cause of the problem, you don't address, your hormonal health, your gut health, you don't address these issues naturally, then you're setting yourself up to get menopause. Number one, have a horrible menopause, have a horrible experience with menopause, have tons of symptoms, right? And let me just say this, menopause also affects the function of the brain. So they're seeing now that women are getting into menopause and their brains, if they scan it, they're literally shrinking. They're seeing this on the scan. Like women's brains are shrinking, 30% after menopause. That is not normal. And it doesn't happen to every single woman, but it happens to women who have toxicity in the body, who have, hormonal imbalances, who have waste and toxins in the body, who have these reproductive health issues that they have not addressed naturally, okay? So you have to get to the root cause of the problem. You have to address this naturally. Surgery is not going to save you. You still have the toxicity in your body, and it's just going to, either develop another fibroid after surgery, or you'll develop another health condition, okay? So understand this, okay? You have to address the root cause. You got to address the inflammation. You got to address the digestive health. You got to address all of these things are impaired when you have fibroids, okay? So for those that are interested, right, for those that want to go deeper, for those that want to address their hormonal health, their digestive health, their liver health, the inflammation, all the things causing the fibroids to develop and want to transform the health of their hormones, which is so important to their brain function, to their menstrual cycles, to their fertility, to the health of their entire bodies, all right, be sure to click the link in my bio and check out my 6-week hormone reset intensive. It starts July 1st. It is, I want to work with women who are ready to change their lives. We've had amazing results, okay? This is for women that want to address their hormones so they can tackle these fibroids with ease. They can tackle these reproductive health issues with ease, and who want freedom and want to stop suffering, okay? Check out the 6-week hormone reset intensive. Early bird pricing expires tomorrow at midnight, okay? Expires tomorrow at midnight, okay? So get in it now, all right? Bye, ladies.